family. If you're in or near Columbia, South Carolina, you've got to visit the House of Hathor, located at 6319 North Main Street. Open Tuesday through Saturday, it's your one-stop shop for African clothing, African masks, natural soaps, incense, candles, jewelry, and more. Plus, they've got a beautiful event space. Owned and operated by Baba Rutaski and Mama Neterma Canute. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the culture. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the movement. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the people.
Greetings, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to the House of Hathor's Libation, Liberation, Lifestyle, Honoring the Ancestors. We call upon you this day as we all continue to be the vessels, the altars, and the temples of our ancestors, that they continue to use us as tools and instruments to build, to manifest, to create a better way of life that extends itself from the Spirit. And that everything that we think and everything that we speak and do, it is a direct reflection of the Spirit that dwells within us. So let us continue to bring the ancestors forth. Let them know that we honor them and that we venerate them and that we acknowledge their existence within us as well as without us. For if it was not for them, none of us would be here this day. And we want to make sure that we are leading not only others but ourselves into a direction that fulfills our obligation, our commitment to our ancestors as well as to our families and our communities. You see, this day and all days forward, we must continue to build in likeness of our frame of reference, our understanding, and our worldview, a better place than what we have inherited. That means that everything that has been given to us, we must make it better than what we have received. And if it has not been built, then we are obligated, we are committed through our intentions and our purpose for living to make sure that we are building what was not built, what was not given. So that means we sustain and maintain to make better what was given, but then we make sure that we are creating and manifesting and building what was not built so that we can make sure that it can be sustained and maintained through our children, our children's children, and our children's children's children. We have to have something for the children to sustain and maintain because they have already been given their orders as to what is not there, they must create. And then they continue to build on from there. From every generation, we must have something that we can put in place that we know that is a direct reflection and projection of the Spirit that dwells within us. That this breath of life that we have been given is not just for us to live aimlessly and wander aimlessly throughout the days and the months and the years. We have a specific intention and purpose and commitment that has been placed on our lives. And all of that is represented through our thoughts, our words, and our actions. So let us honor our ancestors. Let us acknowledge our ancestors. Let us venerate our ancestors for all that they have done for us. We call upon our ancestors far and near, fathers and mothers of our fathers, mothers and fathers of our mothers, to bear witness to all that we have done. And it is by your example that you continue to inspire us towards reclaiming our ancestral minds, regenerating our ancestral spirit, liberating our families, our homes, and our communities, and restoring our greatness as a people. We pour libation to bring into our midst your venerable ancestral spirit, radiating your great wisdom, your courage, dedication, and your unyielding commitment to victory by any means necessary. It is in the honor of our Creator, the great ancestor of all ancestors, our mothers and fathers, our sisters and our brothers, our children and their children, our grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, our aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, and elders of the community, that we pour this libation in your honor, in the honor of the Creator, the great ancestor of all ancestors, and the various manifestations of the Creative Spirit. We pour libation. Ashe. For our esteemed ancestors, who laid the foundation for human civilization, and who provides the wisdom to which we live and the models by which our lives are guided, we pour libation. Ashe. And for our esteemed ancestors, who suffered the atrocities and the horrors of our Ma'afa, but yet demonstrated the victorious power of the ancestral spirit by maintaining their dignity no matter the cost. We pour libation. Ashe. And for our esteemed ancestors who survived and made it possible for us to be here today, to continue on the valiant fight of our ancestral liberation and our vindication, we pour libation. Ashe. And finally, for our children and their children and future generations of our ancestors to come, that they too in their time will vindicate our race from all adversaries, and that they will continue to imprint upon the world the great genius of our ancestral humanity. We pour libation. Ashe. May your venerable spirit engulf this occasion to reaffirm our ancestral canopy. May you continue to cleanse us of all negative energies that surrounds us, that you will break all work of negative magic against us, that you would take away from us all envy, evil, bad luck, and invincible enemies, and that you will bring protection, peace, and prosperity into our lives, into the lives of our children, our children's children, and our children's children's children, into the lives of our families, our homes, and our communities. And we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Dua Nater. So my brothers and sisters, we call upon you this day that we continue to live, love, and learn the processes of life that has been given to each and every one of us. And what we're speaking of today, we're going to talk about the institution, we're going to talk about the industry, and the environment of building. How does that start? Where does it start? And who does it start for? Because every culture that exists within this world, the requirements for each and every one of us is to build in likeness of our frame of reference, our cultural identity, and our worldview, institutions, industries within the environment that we are in, that reflects as well as project our ancestors and the Creator. Because the Creator is the greatest ancestor of all ancestors. It is all of our ancestors. The Creator of us all has given us everything that we are needing to build institutions and industries that reflect the spiritual essence of what we are and why we are here and what we are designed to do within our communities, for our families, and for all those that we hold dear to us. We all have a part to play in building that, whatever it may be. So the talents that you have been given, the enhancements, the increase, and the enrichments that you have within yourself are all supposed to be used towards building either institutions or industries that reflects the spirit that you have within yourself. And that doesn't mean that all of us are supposed to build the buildings, or we're supposed to have something that reflects what we are designed to build. No, that means that you take part in building the institutions and the industries within the environment. But the first institution, the first industry, and the first environment, it is within yourself. Because this temple, this altar, and this vessel, it is an institution. It is an industry, and it is an environment that is built upon within us before we can build it outside of ourselves. That means that the reflection of every talent, every thought, every word, and every action that you have within yourself, it is within you first. That means your thoughts becomes your envision. And then your vision, it perpetuates in the projection of what you want to build or what you're going to help build within your community. Your community is all things, the common unity that you have with others, that you know that you want to build something that is a reflection and that you take part in to make sure that those that are coming after you will be able to sustain or either and maintain it. This is what the ancestors have always built upon us. This is what they have given to us in spirit. That our thoughts, words, and our actions reflects the institution and the industry that dwells within us, within this environment. This environment means our minds, our eyes, our ears, our heart. This vessel that has been given to us, this breath of life that has been given to us, is used to build from the spirit first, because you got to have an in vision first before you can have a vision. because the in vision is where all things have been inculcated and given to you in spirit, so that you can think, speak, and do in your vision for what it is that you need to build within your community. And everything that we have within us is a direct reflection of what the ancestors are bringing to us. And each and every one of us has our own design. That means that if you are a plumber, if you are an electrician, if you are a carpenter, if you are a brick mason, if you are an educator, if you are an herbalist, all those things that the ancestors have given to us, a farmer, whatever it is, you're supposed to be building, or at least being a part of building, something that reflects and projects what the ancestors have given to us. The institution is us first. The industry is us first. The environment is us first. And then we build in that likeness something that's outside of ourselves, something that will be much greater than us as people. We're not individuals. We are collective. We do not allow people to divide us from within. That is all the individual is, that you have allowed somebody to come within your spirit, your vessel, and divide you from all other beings that are around you in the same frame of reference, in the same cultural understanding, and in the same cultural identity. And they have taken control of your vessel to use it for the betterment of their culture, for the betterment of their community. And therefore, you don't have nothing to give to your families or to your own community, because you're traveling outside of it to build something for someone else. And we have great, masterful people of education, of industries, that can build within our own community that is a reflection of our own cultural identity, our own frame of reference, and worldview. We have them already. But we are not giving what we should be giving to ourselves, what we're giving to everybody else. And the ancestors know that this is what's happening, so therefore when that happens, they prepare the next generation to do what we have not done, is building in the likeness of what Spirit has given for us to build. And that means that if you are from a negative, then all you're going to do is build the negative. If you're from the positive, all you're going to do is build the positive. Now, the positive means that you're going to build things that are going to be encouraging. You're going to build things that are inspirational. You're going to build things that are institutional to the spirit, that will help people perpetuate their spirit and bring everything into likeness. It is not enlightening if you're not building things that are from the positive. Now, if you're building things from the negative, that means you're building things that are going to be destructive. You're going to build things that are not constructive. You're going to build things that are oppressive. You're going to build things that are depressive. Those are institutions as well, institutions of the negative. But if you're from the positive, then we must build things that can bring balance, or that can knock out whatever the negative is that is within our community, so that we must protect all things that we build that are inspirational, that are encouraging, that are instilling, as well as enlightening. Those are positive aspects of what Spirit has given to us. We have enough of depression, oppression. We have enough of destruction. We have enough of that that's being built already. But we have to bring balance and harmony and order, so that our truth can shine within ourselves, our families, and our communities. This is what the ancestors is bringing to us today. And we have to have a way of making sure that we are perpetuating it, and we are shining the light on it as well. Because if we're not shining the light on the positive aspects of what we're doing, then the negative will always get the light. You see, media, depending on how you use it, can be a positive. But media, as of right now, the majority of it is being shown and revealed in a negative, because we're not controlling what media is doing for us, or what it should be doing for us. We have to control the media in our own communities, so that we can shine the light on all the positive aspects of what's happening in our communities. That means that we have mothers that are taking care of their children. We have fathers that are in our children's lives, and they're doing right by their families. We have institutions that are actually teaching our children how to build, how to have a sense of purpose in their life, how to give thanks to everything that has been given to them. We have more children that are doing positive things than we have negative, but the media will have you believe to not know that our children are not doing those things, that fathers are not in the home, and that fathers are not doing right by their children, that mothers are hanging out in the street and not doing right by their children. The media will have you to believe that. But we have more that are doing the great things than we do that are not. But until we start shining the light on our positive aspects, the negative will always get the light. So we have to make sure that we're able to sustain it by making sure that we are perpetuating it. We have to make sure that we're able to sustain it by shining the light on our positive aspects, being aware of the negative, because that's not to say that the negative is not out there. No, we realize that the negative is out there because that's all being revealed to us. That's all that the people are shining the light on. But let us shine the light on ourselves and the positive aspects of our lives as it pertains to institutions, industries, and the environment that we constantly work on a daily basis. That means that we're working on ourselves first, and then we help others as well as we galvanize and we collectively and cooperatively work together to sustain and maintain our positive and to protect our positive from all aspects that want to perpetuate our negative aspects of ourselves. So we give thanks to you for being a part of the libation ceremony this day. We give thanks for all the blessings that have been bestowed upon us. We give thanks for the energy, the spirit, and the soul of our interdependentness, our connections, our interrelationships, and our interactions that we share with life and nature, because life and nature is the truest example of everlasting life that is in our lifetime. Because life and nature was here before us, life and nature will be here after us. So anytime that you want to see an example of everlasting life, go outside and look at nature. Look at what life has done. Realize the breath of life that you have is coming from a higher power, a higher source other than us. That is the energy of the Creator. And the Creator gives us all of our enhancements, our increase, our enrichments, our insurance, and our income. So we say peace and power to you all, and ashe to our ancestors. Greetings, greetings. How you doing today? Oh, doing best, doing my best. Doing my best. Yes, ma'am. Anything particular you're looking for today? Okay. Well, just let me know if I can help